Yes.
America, land of the free and home of the brave. We've got purple mountains, fruited plains, and let's not forget the second highest rate of obesity in the world. Right now, this very second, obesity is being passed on to the next generation in the form of that next soda or that childhood spent memorizing the drive-thru menu at McDonald's. Most Americans are ignorant of this disease that threatens America more than any terrorist organization ever could. Why? Because it's not radical or uncommon to eat yourself into an early grave. The next world crisis will not be another Cold War, but the obesity that is the driving force of our destruction. To truly understand obesity, we must first understand how we ended up with 2 out of every 3 Americans overweight or obese. For Americans, the first seeds of the epidemic were planted in 1953, when scientists finally figured out that exercise was related to weight gain and loss. Almost overnight, the weight loss industry boomed. Yet even still, the connection to a well-balanced diet had yet to be made. In the 1980s, the McGovern Report was published, at last making the connection between food and weight. In the report, both fat and sugar were called out as dangerous to American health. Thanks to lobbying, however, the report was revised, and the second edition completely unmentioned sugar and its dangerous effects. In the effort to garner public opinion, the food industry created the diet and fat-free labels. These labels mark the beginning of the end, especially when most people are unaware that the amount of sugar that is poured into these foods and beverages far outweighed the loss of fat. It also explains why the meteoric rise of a multi-billion-dollar exercise industry corresponds with our ever-expanding waistlines. This added sugar, as it is now termed, inhabits 80% of the food in your average supermarket. It's impossible not to be startled by the fact that almost everything you consume, from orange juice to ketchup, is slowly yet surely killing you. Food is not the only factor at play when it comes to the spread and treatment of obesity. It becomes too easy to simply brush aside the behavioral health causes that contribute to this global issue. Imagine growing up in a household where you eat whatever you want. Mom or dad taking you to your favorite restaurant, the back seat of the car with a paper bag and grease stains. You grow up, make these same choices for yourself. Yes, I'll upgrade to the large meal. Make these same choices for your children. No, he'll have a Coke instead. You make these choices when stares at the enemy, when your doctor reads your charts, concerned that you won't see your child graduate. You make these choices because you can't stop. Because in the end, all you look forward to is your next meal, the next vending machine, the next chip. We've trapped ourselves in an endless cycle, one that cannot be broken by exercise alone, one that can only be shattered by waking up. The steps to eradicating obesity are easy to state: diet, exercise, and sleep. Applying them, however, is nearly impossible on a large scale, particularly when it is the individual that is responsible for bearing the brunt of the burden. Even still, the fight to health, if long, is possible. It's about choosing water over soda, veggies over fries, the little things that build up into good habits. Much of America refuses to believe that their latest diet fad won't work, or that their one simple trick isn't just digital snake oil. To become healthy takes a lifestyle change. People that get less than 7 hours of sleep a night eat 500 more calories on average than people who sleep enough and consistently. It is the basic and simple fixes and facts that can help heal the damage that has been caused to Americans across the nation. But in the end, it is up to each and every person to become better, to become greater than what they are now. Looking at America now, we are in danger of killing the next generation before they've even had a chance. If we don't change something, anything, then we have doomed ourselves to fail. Doomed ourselves to an existence of panting and sweating to make it upstairs, doomed to stuff our bodies until we die, an existence where the majority of people would never know the true power and prowess of the human body, people who would never know their true capacity for greatness. Enough.